What is up, everybody? I'm back in another video. Welcome back to yet another lightsmith video. I don't know what's going on with that airplane over there. Maybe it might be a slight little model matching issue, but why is his GPU connected? That's really strange. But anyway, I'm gonna ignore that. Today we're gonna fly this beautiful Piedmont Airbus A321 from San Diego to Phoenix. So grab some snacks, sit back and relax, and let's get into it. Alright, so right now we're just pretty much waiting for our APU is available. So, and it just has started. I'll give it another minute. The procedure really is to wait 3 minutes after it starts until the packs are ready and we can turn on the bleed. So I'll give it a minute. I already did just wait about 2 minutes before I started the recording, but anyway, moving on. We're up here into the cockpit, of course, so for regular inspection and everything, and then we get moving. Parking brake sets, engine start switches are off. The engine mode selector is in the norm position. Wipers are off. Turn this on. Batteries. Add an ideal voltage, so we can leave that alone. And at this point, alright, yeah. Put up here, alright. And so now let's come over here. The FB wants to be a little bit laggy. Lag my sim out a little bit, doesn't it? Huh? Alright. Before we input a flight plan, let's look at our equipment, make sure everything's right. Alright, we're good. Brake fans, CDRMI, perfect. Flight plan, let's pop it up in there. There we go. And we're running that APU, or the packs rather. Packs on, APU should be on bus. Yeah, or let's look at the electric page rather. Yep, APU's running. And we can turn off the external. Alright. Pretty much gets us ready to for airplane and everything. So let's do this with GSX.
Refueling truck is on its way.
Oh.
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Oh, GSX is acting a little funny now, isn't it? Should have did that first. Alright, it'll go through. There we go. We shall have the correct information coming for us. So let's get on with our procedures. MCDU. And we have the current app data,
Fuel truck is in
which
position.
is 2506.
Please
June
don't
12th,
load
July 9th.
aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
So Now to our init page, and before we uplink that from the AOC menu, that init page. There we go, nice and easy. And now we can come over here, quick little uplinking. Our cost index, did just forget that. Let me see. I'll probably reload this. I think I added the flight plan plenty of times because my sim was acting up a little bit earlier. Had to restart a few times. So let's reload. Alright, there we go, there we go. This is the currents. Let's see what our block looks like.
Please use your airplane fuel system to
Alright,
set the desired
time
fuel
30.
quantity.
0v0. We're refueling. Great. Cost index is 15. Flight level is 3v0. And let's get the temperature. 3v0. Temperature will be, let me see, will be in the wind information. 330. Let's see what we're looking at. -40. Alright, flight plan. There are runways and everything, our departures. We have 27, and we're, let me go back, Routes. Alright. 27, Zoo 4, and that's all the way at the bottom. Last in alphabetical order. Alright, Zoo 4. Coming out to San Fran, and Hogs as the transition. It's a pretty short flight, so insert everything. Pretty short flight, so definitely not a lot of waypoints in between. Alright, Phoenix. Our arrival will be, I did not just look at that, 25 left. And Hider 1, if that's how that's pronounced. 25 left via Hider 1. Funky little good spots. There we go. And Sirts. And we shall be good to go. Let's get rid of this con. And look for more. Alright, that'll be vectors. For that arrival. Secondary. Deal sit. I don't feel like insert. Let me come here for a quick turnaround. I'll enter it. It's alright. San Fran to San Fran. And if we go and create the waypoints right, get our runway heading. Oh, Sim's lagging out, huh? Alright, we're back. Oh, barely. This will lag when I try to load the charts, I know it will. Those are arrivals. What am I looking at? Oh wait, no, those are departures. I'm tripping. Departures. Let's go to Zoo 4. Found it. Quite a while it opens. There we go. There we go. We're taking off runway 27. Alright. Alright, runway 27, 400 feet, or standard within minimum climb of 370. 370 feet. 307 feet. Not up to miles. / miles to 300. Initial climb direct jetty, left turn direct zoo between 6,000 and 230. Head below 230 knots. Then on transition. Alright. Perfect. And we can essentially cross-check that. Let me stop this. Only that. Alright, I think the refueling is complete, so they'll get the boarding. Let's board our passengers. See what it's doing. Request boarding.
Boarding requested.
Alright. So our takeoff heading, I don't really see that in here, so that's just yeah, ground charts and the taxi diagram. Scroll on in 275, and we can go 275, 25 miles.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Oh, format error. Oh, wait. Oh no, it'll be SAN-2. Or X-ray 2, rather. There we go, now remember it's...
Departure checks
Passengers
completed.
boarding started.
Bypass pin inserted.
Alright, there we go. Right there. Store. We have the waypoint in there. Secondary flight plan. In there. Wait a minute. Let me go back. Yeah, there we go. Runway 27. No transition. Here we go, SAN. SAN. SAN X-ray 2. There we go, there we go. Alright, perfect. Radio nav. Alright, we're not gonna worry about that. GPS. It's 2 hours, 0 fuel weights. Now we're getting any. Alright, we're still boarding, so. Seems like a lot today, isn't it? Yeah, I get that. I see it. This makes a beautiful screenshot. Might say that as my thumbnail. So let me know in the comments if you catch it. Now I don't know if we can. Let's look at the. Alright, showing us loaded here, so we shall have all of our info. Alright, there we go. Oh no. Still moving, so we're still boarding. And while we wait, we can cross check our departure. I already saw the info, so full light plan. Top altitude is 230. We have all the information here. Alright, perfect. Altitude restrictions and everything. Alright, 2P0 speed restriction. Yup, that's correct. Alright, we're good to go on that. And since it's a really short flight, I might as well go ahead and brief the arrival as well while we're still on the ground. So know that we are taking no. Phoenix arrivals. There we go. Hydra 1. And we will land on 25 left. We're taking 25 left from Jella track 072 to Agla 072 to Chavo 079 Mo 079 radar vectors. Okay. So we're basically coming this way. And we'll do radar vectors onto the ILS. Pretty easy. So let's cross check that as well. Make sure we have all of the altitude restrictions and everything we need. Alright, and we do. Alright, vectors, we have all of that. We're good to go on the flight plan. So we're back to the init 2 page. And I'm still gonna wait. I can pause until we're finished. And also for faster departure time, let's turn on those severs ahead of time. Just lost my audio there. Hopefully the sim's not about to crash. See if it's rebounds, right? Alright, there we go. Back in business. Alright, so I think we should be finished boarding at this point. Yep. Aircraft loaded. Perfect. And we're ready to go. Almost. Waiting for the alignments. But in the meantime, we have other things to do. Such as pulling in our zero fuel weighting fuel. Our fuel in tanks is 16.3. So, and our zero fuel weights is 144.9. No. Center of gravity goes with that. I'm tripping. Hot fuel, of course, goes here. So we have about 25.5. 25.5. Right over here. And our fuel over here. And that will calculate for us. But let's look into our flight plan. Times and weights. Scroll on down. No. I don't think it's here. Rather, definitely not here. That's right here. Well, land fuel. Diversion will be 49 minutes and final will be 30. Yep, 49:30. but our fuel over here, what I'm supposed to be looking at, is 5.6, 2.6. Well, I'll round out to 2.7, 2.69. So 2.7 here. Alright, here we go. Performance. And we'll get the info right over here. Load sheets. And live weather, altimeter 2998 is, wait, make sure that's accurate, because I didn't really do it well. I did kind of read the weather, but let's do it again. Before we go. Full weather information. And that should be about right. So altimeter 2988, yep. Winds 288, so mild winds. And the weather is pretty good in San Francisco, Phoenix. Winds are a little bit stronger, a little bit of gust, and a little bit cloudy too, but still not too bad. And the altimeter 2967. And we're pretty much right on time for our departure too. Alright. So the weather is correct, so let's do that calculation. And let me look back at the temperature too. That was definitely 20. Just to double check and sure, yeah. Alright, we have the information. There's a VSP is 485353. 148, 153, 153. Flaps 2, trim up 0.6 and flex 57. And we're good to go. All the information is correct. Video pre-flight procedure is complete. Here's the climb and cruise profile and everything. All of that looks good. And out is here. Alright. Ramp is still controlled. Alright. Squad code is 7763. Almost forgot to enter that. 7763. And repairs filed in the VNAV. I'll say VNAV, the pilot PDC. So let's contact. Not contact them just yet, but. Alright, 123.9. Put ground and tower on standby. Tower on standby. 183. And we'll put guard on 2.
Bye. Clearance and request.
And let me go into this page.
November 4469 Whiskey Limburg ground. No flight plan on file.
I'm gonna request the agency here, so we can all see it.
November 4469 Whiskey Limburg ground.
Alright, let's try that again. 69 Whiskey, looking for I-4 Reno.
November 4469 Whiskey, I'll send you a PDC. It popped up just after you push the button.
Yeah, it usually helps when you push that button.
There you go, it's on the way.
Alright, that's our little sheet and everything. That go. All info is correct. Alternatively, I'll pull it up in the vPilot page. We have information November and 278 as it is on our flight plan, Altimeter 2988. All of that's correct. Alright. Alright, we have the info. What's the initial climb? I don't know if I got that. Oh, climb is it? Alright. That makes it 230. 230. We're pretty much ready to go. Let's start our before start procedure. Let's get our doors closed and everything first. Alright, doors are already closed, automatic. Thank you, GSX.
Delta 377 Heavy, monitor tower 118.3. Have a good night.
Over to tower 183, Delta 377 Heavy. We'll see you.
Bye-bye.
Alright, cockpit preparation, gears, pins removed. Fuel quantity is 16.3 thousand pounds. We get on the seatbelts and no smoking because I did just forget. Oh, and the emergency exits. Ah, honky quick spots. There we go. Audits. Adheres. Nav. RS. You can look at it here. Yup. Here's nav. Ref. Altimeter is 88. Altimeter 2988. Stuttered there a little bit. And now check is complete. We can really go to the before starts. Parking brake is set. Take off speeds. And thrusts we're doing flex temperature 57. Speeds 148, 153, 153. Windows are closed and secure. And at this point we can turn on the beacon. Or actually, yeah. And get the before we get the beacon on, just because that beacon does trigger in GSX the prepare for push command and everything. Get rid of that GPU. External power is off. Double checking, sure. Yep. November. San Diego ground. Good afternoon. American 2122 is ready for pusher starts with November 2988.
American 2122, Lindbergh ground. Good afternoon. Please make sure your transponder's turned on and that you're squawking 7763.
Oh.
American 2122, that looks great. Push on the Bravo's approved. Call ready for taxi.
Push to Bravo, call for taxi. And we're gonna make a right turn. Taxiing to 27. So let's get into the flight deck. Get everything ready. Alright, beacon on. 4-star check is complete.
Locking gear.
Go. Hold on. Yeah, Bravo. Push to Bravo. I'm gonna make a right turn.
Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Start at will. Alright, perfect. I'm gonna start at 1-2. No order. SOP procedure. And the Airbus manual. Still have fuel flow after NT25. Back up. Simple start procedure. Everything all automated pretty much. Thanks to the FedEx system. I think that is Papa. We got pushed on the Papa by GSX.
Please set parking brake. Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Alright, we have a good start on engine 1. We can start engine 2. Yeah, we have a plane coming in for arrival. Pretty beautiful sighting. San Francisco is beautiful. How to say? Oh, did forget to turn those fuel pumps. That's okay. Some airlines do turn them on after starting engines. I don't know about American. Don't 100% know their SOP. Alright, we have a good start on 2. Engines should be on bus. Engine generators, yep. And shut down APU. Good starts. Remove the tug.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
Flaps 2 for takeoff. And our trim should be up 0.6. Ooh, definitely rolled that back too far. They rolled that up too far. Right about there. Here, alright. And we can turn on the auto brake.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is
Sunbird
clear.
ground, good day.
Right is
FedEx 420, clear runway 27 Bravo 9, request taxi cargo.
FedEx 420 Lindbergh ground, welcome back. Taxi east on Bravo, hold short runway 27 at Bravo 4.
Beautiful looking FedEx.
East on Bravo, hold short runway 27 Bravo 4,
Automation is
FedEx
working
420.
here
Thank
pretty
you.
well now. Good, alright. Average starts or before taxi. See if we have that. Yep. NTI is not needed. Needed. ECAM status check. ECAM normal. Bridge trim is up 0.6 and rudder trim neutral. And we have the hand signal. We are ready for taxi. Alright. Check is complete. San Diego ground, American 2122, requesting taxi.
American 2122, sorry I had noise in my ear. Can you say your transmission again?
Requesting taxi.
American 2122, runway 27, taxi via Bravo.
27 Bravo. Alright, we're ready to go. The norm. That. Alright, and cabin's ready. We like that. Hello, cabin from the flight deck. Flight deck. Or them to say it's for us to hear it's whatever, we can't really hear it. It's not really saying anything now, so we're going back over.
FedEx 420, cross runway 27 Bravo 4.
Cross runway 27 Bravo 4, FedEx 420. Ooh!
we have now tender updates? Should still be 2988. Maybe we do. Oh, we still have information November. Yeah, I forgot, yeah. San Fran just has a really low airport elevation. So that's normal there. Not heavy this time. I'll taxi a little bit faster. Pick up speed a little bit. That's okay. Ooh. Let's not spool those engines up too high on the taxiway. About 30, that's a good speed. At this point, we can go for a takeout checklist and get to that. I'll break it a little bit. Let me break. We're rolling down slow. Alright, board. Alright, taxi checklist. Oh, flight controls, full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral, rudder, full left, full right's neutral. Flaps 2 for takeoff, radar and windshield prediction, forgot to turn that on. And that is, forgot where it was. We stop, we slow it down. Slow airplane down, let's go find it. Right here. Alright, and we're system 1, captain. Alright, got that on. And ECAM memo. Take off.
American 2122, contact Tower 118.3, yeah.
Tower 118.3, and thank you for the ATC. Oh, blue. Oh. And we're rolling here. Eyes down while we're still kind of rolling. Taxi. There we go. 8.3. There we go. Before, alright, line up. Alright. We're holding show 27. San Diego Tower. American 2122, show to 27 on Bravo.
American 2122, Limburg Tower, hello, wind 2708, runway 27, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 27. Alright, off. Alright. That's on. Not bad. On standby. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna turn off on landing lights. Alright, notes to take off. Perfect. And strobe, we definitely gotta get that on. And packs, wow, I forgot. Packs coming out. Alright, take off. Alright, lineup checklist rather. Take off runway. 27, packs off. And TCAS TARA. Departure, runway 27, yeah. Flaps 2 and take off, speed and thrust. Set that. Alright. Let's go to 1.2 DR to stabilize, or it's 1.4, that's in the manual. Not let it stabilize though. Yeah. Flex. And flex, SRS, and runway. Check. Auto thrust blue. Perfect. 80 knots. Past that, so release forward pressure stick. Airplane accelerates really fast. It's pretty sure running the V1 rotates. Was kind of a hard rotation. See the rate.
American 2122, unfortunately no further ATCs available. Monitor Unicom 122.8. You have a great flight, see ya.
Over to 228s and take a ATC and see ya.
Yep. Central aircraft frequency Limburg Tower is now closed. Monitor CTAF 118.3 or appropriate advisory frequencies. Yep.
Speed check flaps. Alright, and nose, get that nose down a little bit. Airplane's very easy to hand fly, but yeah, we fly by wire helping us, and we can pull back to that climate tent. Perfect. And we can really get anti-ice on those planes. No, engines. Get that on. Alright. This one in the clouds. Alright. And we're pretty much coming over them at this point. Beautiful sighting. Alright, speed checks, flaps up, flap 0. Perfect, and we can turn the packs back on, 10 seconds between each. Alright, I am really with 10 seconds, but I'm doing a lot here and I'm hand flying, so let me get that back on. Alright, now that was pretty much 10 seconds now. And let's pitch up a little bit. So we can manage our FMS speed. We ran away a little bit. Oh, a little bit over the speed. So let's come back to it. And we're up to 230, climbing via the SID, so we can pull standard at these points. Both sides, standard and standard. We're en route. Alright, got to take out checklist. Let's see if we have one. Oh, not really. Alright, but yeah, alright, so let's continue. Well, I did the procedures: gear up, flap 0, and spoilers disarmed. Alright, a left turn here. Flight director, center of the flight director, perfect. Alright, past the 10,000 feet. Lights. Landing lights off, and then turn that off. Let me turn off. And we pitched down a little bit, so seatbelts off. Screenshots or from this angle. Oh, different road. Everything's looking great, and we're really monitoring cabin pressure over here, and cabin pressure is normal. It's climbing again and everything, right in sync with us, and our passengers are breathing comfortably. I forgot to stop. Oh, definitely. Definitely forgot that. And at this point, I will let's go up to our flight level. Still hand flying. Oh, why not leave the anti-ice on? Then get rid of that, kill the anti-ice. Coming out of this, out of that. $20,000. The airplane's still flying beautifully under my control. But you know, I don't feel like it's too much of a challenge to hand fly this airplane because of the advanced fly-by-wire controls. I still love the way it flies. Flies so beautiful, smooth. Turning on the brightness just so I can see the flight director a little bit better, that bright green. I can see it really well, but I just don't want to really hurt my eyes. Not that it is, but just to make myself a little bit more comfortable. And we're coming up on 2P0, top altitude on our departure, so I really turn on autopilot at these points. And we will definitely reach our top percent pretty soon. We'll step away for a moment. Now let's get another screenshot. Look, that's not a top percent. That should be our top of climb. But we're getting, let's see. We take a look, right? I'm gonna go to the descent page. Oh no, it's not showing me. Alright, 112 miles. Okay. So we'll be at flight level 330 for about 60 miles before we start descending again. So really short flights. Probably the shortest I've done on this channel. But what a beautiful scenery that we're passing through. What a beautiful sights of clouds and cities. Alright, I'm back on the mic. So, very short flights. We're just now pretty much reaching our top percent. Oh, and this actually just came online. Let's take a look. That is. I read to see the normal navigation. That's just auto ETC. Not worrying about that. Just so it's to resume normal navigation. So, but we're already at our top of descent. So that's pretty much starts preparing for our arrival. Not top of descent, top of climb. About to descend as it becomes climbing, huh? So the weather in Phoenix is pretty good. I'll put medium. The METAR if we can, or from over here. More realistic, right? Let's get AO2. Weather reports. Messages, alright. Other data. And here's the info. Alright. 129.67. Temperature 41. Very high. We have a little bit of wind gust. So, but medium. And we can do a little auto rate. See what calculations we get. And our gross weight is 156,000. So if we come here, our performance, or rather our init page. Or flight plan, rather, flight plan. Estimated fuel on arrival. 9.9. That would give us 146.1 as our that's one. And we should probably take medium auto brake. It's a pretty short runway, huh? So we can take auto brake medium and add those reversals too, so we don't overshoot or anything. Alright, so that's it. That's our procedure, that's how it's looking. The restriction will be 190, so let's pre-select our descent, these points. 190. Flight level 190. And for we present this to Comes for Gods. For our approach, which is 25 left, of course. Here's all the information, and once we start our descent, because I have to activate it, I will go over it, just so we don't miss our top descents. Be mindful of this. Enter destination data. Okay. Next page. Alright, we're past it. So let's activate our descents. Go. There we go. Go back again. 2967. 2967. 67. Temperature is 41. Temperature 401. And winds we have 270 at 17. That's about 2. So we're into that. 270 at 17. And here's our approach speed. Configured. Alright, nice. 4 flaps of approach, and let's come over here and break the rifle, or let's get a barrel and everything first, which would be 200 feet. So that's at this point, I'll turn the seatbelts back on. I'll just start a second. Alright. Localizer 1075, final approach course 258. Missed approach altitude is 3000. Elevation 1320. Alright, or decision heights 6, 200 feet. Above airport elevation 1155. Missed approach, climb to 3000, turn left to 5000 on heading 130 and outbound. Or as directed by ATC. Okay, perfect. And here's our glide circle here. Typical 3-degree glide slope. Now we have the information. And it's in here, perfect. Alright. airplane does assembly nicely, very nicely. Phoenix really has the best performance, in my opinion, out of any airplane in Microsoft Flight Simulator at the moment. The best autopilot performance. Best performance in autopilots. In terms of managing the FMS profile, alright, 2967. Alright, we are crossing Hider, 11,000. The next restriction. Yeah, let me check on the cabin pressure. Yep, 5. Alright. Cabin is descending, and cabin pressure normal, 3750. At a rate of -350. We have the control on Phoenix approach 2865. Okay.
American 2122 Phoenix approach, you're on. US 192 radar contact altitude.
Leaving 3000 for 210, New England 92.
American 2122, are you able to hear this transmission?
Also Phoenix Center and New England 92 just reporting visibility on the runway is dropping a little bit. Got about like 9 to 8 miles on the ground.
New England 92, thanks.
Alright, we're descending. We've been giving runway 8, so let's switch that over. Arrival, runway 8.
And approach Southwest 4235. I'm just going to terminate the pushback here. I'll call you when ready.
Southwest 4235, roger.
Certs. Oh, what just happened? Certs. Blood heading. Huh. Left 360, descend 7000, American 2122.
American 2122, I hear your transmission. Phoenix information, officer Colonel altimeter 2970, wind 07022, gust 32, visibility 3, low and dust.
Alright, we're gonna get vectors to final, so erase this. Let's
American 2122 radio check.
Loud and clear.
Loud and clear.
An approach
Gates.
Southwest 4235, ready taxi to 7 left.
Southwest
Yes,
4235, runway 7 left, taxi via Delta 10 Echo.
Getting vectors.
Delta 10 Echo 7 left, Southwest 4235.
Alright, there we go.
American 2122, expect vectors to final. My plan is to give you a lift to 270 for final.
Expect vectors to final. American 2122. Alright, well, let's speed drop since we're doing vectors. I guess I'll have to slow it down. Alright, there it is. Alright, there it is. Our system is working. We have runway 8, so let's take a look at that information. Alright, course 078, ILS 11175, 1175. So let's look at that. Yep, and we have the info. Alright, perfect. We're good to go.
American 2122, turn left heading 270.
Left 270. And I know the runs just changed, alright. But anyway.
New England 92, no further ATC4, your radar source to make quick change group.
Approach, climb 3000, left turn, heading to a 0.
We're going to call New England 92, thank you for the very lovely control.
And we have to do debris blast. Alright. And decision height shall be 250 if we go into the
American
approach.
2122, turn left heading 170, descend maintain 6000.
170, descend, maintain 6000. Alright, alright. Alright, same info. Perfect. Send to 6000. Slow it down. We'll probably get our start to get our beast results, and I see where the approach is. Runway shall be to our left. A little bit out there, but we'll get to it. And we have kind of a small runway, so let's pull this up.
American 2122, 5 miles from Hickett, turn left heading 110, maintain at above 5000 until established on the localizer, clear ILS runway 8 approach.
Clear 8 approach, turn left, and what am I directing again? Sorry about that.
Left 110, if you're overflight final, turn left heading 060.
Left 110, down to 5000. We're clear for the ILS now.
American 2122, got light precipitation from your position for 15 miles up to about 5 mile final.
Alright. 500s. Let's descend to 5000. And we're
American 2112, turn left heading 050 to re-intercept.
Left 050.
In
Ah,
the Southwest 4235, ready for departure. Southwest 4235, wind 07022, gust 32, runway 7 left, cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, 7 left, Southwest 4235.
08. Alright, runway's much longer, so probably go low auto brake.
United 613, flight present heading, descend and maintain 4,000.
Okay, present heading down to 4,000 at 613.
And we should probably get to the approach checklist by now. Approach checklist, ref 2967, sets, seatbelts on, minimums, sets, auto brake, low, and engine mode selector as required. And we're coming right on.
American 2112, are you able to recapture?
Oh, I did just miss that. Negative.
American 2112, cancel approach clearance. Present heading, maintain 6,000.
Maintain 6,000, current heading. They just missed that. Doing a lot of other things.
United 613, turn 10 degrees right for traffic.
Oh, wait.
10 degrees right, United 613.
Maintain 6,000. The cabin calling, ready for landing. But we're getting revectored over. We're going to land behind that other aircraft that was behind us. We'll come back around and land behind the aircraft.
American 2112, turn left heading 270, vectors for the ILS, runway 8.
Left 270, vectors for ILS.
Southwest 4235, radar contact, climate team flight level 210, say altitude. 210, past 3,700. United 613, 5 miles from Jamil, turn left heading 110, maintain at above 4,000 to establish all localizer, cleared ILS runway 8 approach.
Okay, 110, maintain 4,000 till established, clear the ILS, runway 8 approach, United 613.
American 2122, turn left heading 240.
Left 240, 2122. Where should that traffic be? My mention doesn't see the other guy, but I have him on the radar. So. And our ATC is helping us maintain.
United 613, how are the clouds up there?
Well, at least the way Microsoft is depicting it, you got the cumulonimbus surrounding the valley, and then you've got a haze that's really over the valley bowl itself, including the airport.
Yeah, 615, Rogers. The visibility about 5 miles for you.
Awesome.
Yeah, I could just make out the field ahead of us, 613.
Roger, thank you. American 2122, turn left heading 170, descend and maintain 5,000.
Left 170 down to 5,000.
American 2122, you're 5 miles from Lake. Turn left heading 110, maintain out above 4,000. Still established on the localizer. Clear ILS runway 8 approach.
Cleared at approach, turn 110 and down to 4,000.
United 613, wind 070, 22 gust 32, runway 8 clear to land.
Runway 8 clear to land, and I'll give you a correction on the visibility too. I didn't have the field in sight, but I'll let you know how many miles DME I am.
Roger that, thank you. Southwest 4235, no further HC for you, ready service to make for change group 71.
Southwest 4236.
And we should get the localizer. Arm localizer. Alright, there we go. Start putting out our flaps. Speed check. Airplane wants to speed up now, huh? Alright, we're on the localizer. Phoenix approach. American 2122, established on localizer.
American 2122, roger.
And approach United 613, we just picked up the runway.
Roger, thank you. American 2122, traffic ahead of you reported seeing the lights at 2 mile final, runway 8 clear to land, wind 07022 gust 32.
Clear to land, runway 8s, traffic in sights, number 2. Really put in approach mode at this point. Alright. Localize mode.
$2,500.
Alright, there we go. Coming up on it. Approach mode. ILS. Alright, flaps 2. And
United 613, welcome to Dusty Phoenix, Taxi Park via Charlie 8, Charlie 2.
Charlie 8 and Charlie into the ramp. Have a good night, Unit 613.
This arm. And flaps full. Flaps full. Fast now. We have the let's autopilots for now. Alright. Landing checklist.
1000.
Solid timbers. Landing checklist complete. Or you can't manual landing no blue, rather. Solid timbers. Alright. Landing blue. And we're coming on down. Turn offs.
$500.
And at this point I can turn off the autopilots. I'm gonna turn it off. And flash full.
100.
Whoa.
40. 30. 20.
Definitely overshot.
Drive.
Whoa. Rough landing. Pretty rough landing. And my lag's getting me too. The lag's getting me. Huh. Alright. Versus. Can use more than that. Woo. All over the place in the runway. Alright, we're down on the ground. That was a pretty rough landing, but we made it.
American 2122, welcome to Phoenix. Right turn on taxiway Charlie 12, and you have a good one. Taxi Park B Charlie, have a good one.
Right turn on Charlie and for the ATC. I think that's what he said, Charlie. And we're turning right. I don't know where the hell. What the hell? We're like right up in the terminal. Alright. Here we go. Here we are. Welcome to Phoenix, everyone. The airport is really laggy. I think it's my VRAM 2, part of the issue. Hardware starting to give out a bit with that. Alright, let's clean up the airplane at this moment, at this point. And clean up the airplane. Alright, flaps up. Ground spoilers down. Alright, let's do the lights. The lights. Not doing the exact flow, I don't think so, but and everything. Alright, taxi, strobe can come off. And at this point, can start the cube. Go standby. Here, alright. Stand by. Or off. The dark is off. This way. We're not supposed to be breaking into turns, but I just did anyway, so. And we're gonna park. There's any gates. Park like right on over there. Like 828 or B28's Bravo 28s. So see if we can get that up on GSX. Bravo 28s. Next. Next. 28s. Or previous. 22. I feel like I could find it in here. Alright, I don't need to follow me. It's right up ahead. And we have a marshmallow. Alright, good, good. Alright, after landing checklist. After landing. Alright, radar and windshield prediction. Again, turn that off. And autopilots. Let's just hit this again. Oh, it stops it. Probably that. Forgot to stop the clock. And we can get on our APU, and I believe that's the end of the after landing. I have one of these. Even might be 2-4. Rolling around. Airplane is rolling around. Now I see a marshmallow. So let's request 8s. My airplane's not stopping, it's rolling away. They're pretty much all over the place. Alright. Wanna request 2-1. Get that marshmallow. Or marshmallow. That marshmallow. Marshmallow. 2-2. No. Brakes. Marshaller. Here's our marshaller. E22 might be taken. It definitely is. Let's get our marshaller on 21. Bravo 2-1. Not working, Doesn't want to work. Only 1 alpha. No, just dispatch the marshaller. I don't really know why we can't get 21 instead of 21 alpha. Truck is pretty much in the way. Or no. Cancel that, cancel that. Now the airplane is right there. If you do see that. Yes, like still just try to give me a 8, so we're switching it up. Switching things up. I actually have room, so I'll take 2 on Alpha. Let's go for it. 2 on Alpha, please. Parking. Changing to 2 on Alpha. Brakes. Alright, 2 on Alpha, here we go. Don't follow me, we're right here. Not needed. Where's the marshaller? It's dispatched to 19. Not see the guy at all. I think I will change facility. I don't know why the gates Bravo 19 is moving like that when I requested 21 over here. Taking 2 on Alpha. I see a marshaller outside, so I'm gonna cancel that service. Or just park there. Oh wait, kinda see it. That's a lady. Alright, there we go. Thank you. Park right in here. Ooh. Brakes. Plane likes to roll away. In the position. Alright. We have the AP running. Should clear those messages. Alright, there we go. APU is available. Alright, we can cut power to our engines. Perfect. And to the going to 20. Alright. Begin. Coming off. And off.
The boarding requested.
And we can go to fuel pumps. Boarding already? I did not even turn the seatbelts off yet. I thought they'd be running.
Passengers deboarding starting.
Did not turn the seatbelt signs off just yet, so alright, there we go. Passengers out. Thanks for flying. And viewers, of course, thanks for watching. See y'all next time. I'm gonna end things here. Look outside. Feel laggy airports. I want to see how my parking list is. Okay. Not bad. Very good. Very good parking. We're right into the gates. Taking one last screenshots. Right here in Phoenix. I'll see y'all next time once again.